is, how would I explain this? Everything that they do is basically, how would I even explain this?
Well, you would definitely be the one that would know more about this, since I am a Chaos class.
Our Pursuit class characters are defined by having a really defined goal. So they always have something that they're going towards. They're very future-oriented. And what I mean by saying that they're future-oriented, like, they're thinking in terms of, like, okay, I'm doing this now to set myself up for next month. I'm doing this now to set myself up for this, you know. They will put, like, stones down months in advance, so. Okay, you might want to stop with that. Speaking of...
They don't hear it.
Yes, they might, and it's distracting me. So, speaking of pursuits...
You're a pursuit.
Yeah, speaking of pursuits, some qualities that pursuits have.
You just saw one.
We get something called static, you know. Where, like, for example, right now, I, a pursuit, am trying to achieve my goal of recording this video, and if, when I feel like something's in the way of my goal, like Adam going, don't email, now that causes like we basically like have like a HUD, like in like a video game, and we have like a meter at all times that says static, okay, and like when we're getting stressed out or things are distracting us from our mission, it just increases, and like someone tapping you on the shoulder, like an animal like scooting their ass in the background.
Sounds rough.
Yes, all of those things just contribute to static. So right now, like, that was causing static. Okay, anyway, about pursuits. Yes, we have a checklist energy. We basically have, like, notes that we want to hit with everything that we do. We're very logical, business-oriented, busy all the time. We are always moving towards a goal, okay? So,
They always have a puking chair.
Okay, here we go.
So the chair they use, it has a toilet built into the chair.
But you have to actually talk seriously. That's the point. You have to, like...
That is, because you've told... Then in Pursuit Land, they have a chair.
Oh, okay.
They have a chair that they use number 2 and number 1
that is true,
so they can work longer hours.
We did have a joke that if Pursuits made a country, they'd have chairs that they can take a crap in. Like, connected to their desk, so they can be twice as efficient and, like, not have to get up and go take a crap. That is actually in the lore. That, like, if Pursuits had their own country, they'd have a desk that feeds them and bathes them, and they can take shits in it.
And then it's like, yeah, and then like, my 23-hour shift is over. Time to go to sleep. The chair
reclines, and they go to bed. Yes.
Good night.
Good
1 hour.
1 hour later. Time for work.
For
Oh, I can't wait to start my 26-hour shift. Isn't that more than one day? Yes, we get 2 hours of every 48 hours off. See what else is on my notes here. Let me just read this segment. This is, I said I don't want to have a script, but this part's important to read. In the class quiz that was made by the LU, if you get pursued as a result, this is what pops up on your screen. Behind every action taken by a pursuit class companion, oops, I read that wrong, by a pursuit class companion is a very clear personal mission. Characters with pursuit dominant traits are likely to prioritize their goals above all else. Pursuits are always on the move. Each step is another calculated move towards the finish line. For some pursuits, it's honor. For others, revenge. The prey can look like anything. Pursuits will track and hunt with unwavering focus and determination. Many pursuits are considered stubborn, as they are very unlikely to be discouraged. It's very unlikely a pursuit would even think to abandon her mission regardless of how likely she is to succeed. So yeah, that's the description of pursuits. What are some signs that someone is a pursuit? The next note that says on here is how to tell if someone's a pursuit. So like when you
Just ask them that question, the question. Just
like, what's your goal for the next 5 years?
Next 5 to 10 years, where do you see yourself? And if they can't answer you, then
they're probably not a pursuit. That is such a good, astute way of putting that, Adam. I would definitely agree.
That's just from one of your other personalities.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't take credit for that.
Oh, right. I guess I came up with that. That is a really good way to gauge if someone's a pursuit. You basically, if someone's a pursuit, they know what the hell they're doing.
That always stuck with me. So.
Yeah, no, I mean, it is. It's true. If you ask a pursuit, like, what's your goal for tomorrow? What's your goal for this week? What's your goal for this month? They will likely it will be within like 20 seconds you're going to get a very clear answer. Oh, my goal for tomorrow is to set up my new laptop.
And I hate to break it for you, for those people that say that their pursuit and then their goal is just themselves, making themselves look better.
Dominant.
If your goal is just about like bettering yourself only, then I'm sorry, you're not a pursuit.
I would agree.
I mean, yeah, like bettering yourself is good and stuff, but then like...
Well, I just don't like when it's people who claim to be a pursuit because they have a goal, but they spend like 90% of the time flexing instead of actually pursuing their goal. Like, look what I made for my new project that's coming out in 10 years. You know what I mean? If you're more like focused on flexing what you have than actually grinding, chances are you're more glory leaning. That doesn't mean that you're not a pursuit, but it means that either glory is sharing, like you have almost equal glory in pursuit, or glory is a little bit in front.
Or it's like, even if your goal is like bettering yourself and like working out your body, I mean, like, what is that for? Is it so you can be stronger for a sport, or is it because you want to look cool?
Yes.
At the beach or something?
Exactly. I would say that
really
that's a
gotta
pursuit
think
glory
about
motive. It's a pursuit glory motive. But yes,
Like, if it's about sports, that's way more pursuit. Because my goal is to be the best striker in the world.
Then that's a glory pursuit motive. But I will say, I feel like some glories like don't want to admit that they're glories, so they say that they're pursuit because they like the aesthetic. It sounds cooler to be a pursuit, and glories want to sound cool. So, like, I'm a pursuit, but, like, what are you actually pursuing? That's why it is a very good litmus test. I don't know if I'm using that phrase correctly, but it is a very good litmus test to say, like, what is your goal then for the next 5 years? A glory would not be able to tell you. Or if they do, the goal, like you said, is going to be about, like, my goal is to be the most famous, beautiful, powerful bodybuilder in the world, and everyone will worship me. Like, then, okay.
In the next 5 years, I want to save $100,000 this year and send my kids to college.
Oh, yeah, there you go. There's heart pursuit.
Set up my retirement funds, and then, then that sounds way more pursuit than...
Oh, yeah.
Next 10 years, I want to be super ripped, and people look at me and say, wow, he's super hot and cool. Yeah.
If someone's a pursuit, they won't have to tell you. I'll be so honest. It's almost as obvious as being a glory when someone is a pursuit. They're busy all the time. They're just like, their grinding hours are crazy. They're grouchy. They don't want things getting in their way. They want to be as efficient as possible. As soon as they show up to like a function, pursuits view their day like a checklist. So they'll show up to a party and you just see the whole time they're checking their phone. Like,
that is one of my pet peeves with pursuits.
I don't like when pursuits do that either, and I have that trait sometimes. Like, as soon as they arrive somewhere, they're just like, okay, like, they're just checking the time. They're not even really present because pursuits are just move.
They already made plans afterwards.
Yeah. If the day's a checklist, all right?
Yeah,
party,
if
check.
that doesn't go to plan, which the world is just full of like different things, and it just will never go to plan, and that just, if it doesn't go exactly to plan, then the pursuit is just PS off.
Yes. No, they do not like things like interrupting their schedule usually because, again, like everything is a checklist for what gets done that day, what gets done that week, what gets done that month, and if things are getting in the way or things are coming up, it increases the static for them. They don't like that. They don't like things like messing up with their flow. That is why the pursuit symbol is a spade. Like, out of the 4 card symbols, the pursuit is given the spade because if you look at the way the spade is shaped, it's all like, it's like heavy at the base, and like that's where all of it holds its like center of gravity and weight, and then all of that is going upwards into one focal point. Like it's pointing at its mission. Like they're precise, they're going forward, they have a defined destination that they're aiming towards. That is a pursuit. Yeah, pursuits are very practical, and they want you to be on time.
Because they're just thinking like, just pretend you like went to the zoo, and just like, we leave exactly at 5 p.m. If you're like 5 minutes
If it's 5:02,
later,
they're already
5:02, then you're taking a bunch of down.
You're taking down
takes. And then you get to the zoo, and they're already thinking, what are we gonna eat?
What are we gonna eat? Yeah, like what do we do after this? Like, okay, the sun's kind of going down. It is kind of raining outside. I don't know about this. Maybe I should go home early.
Just say that like you hear that like someone's like, oh, there's a free free seal show, and then you're like, let's go watch it to the pursuit.
No.
You're taking down takes. I want to take my bath at exactly 5 p.m.
I am trying to take my bath at 5 p.m. And it is actually 4:30. Yeah, well, the seal show is only 15 minutes long. Yes, well, we didn't plan for the seal show.
Plus, driving back will take 50 minutes.
Driving back will take 50 minutes, plus it's rush hour. I'll be late to my bath, and it's rush hour. And don't you know I have to wake up early tomorrow? For the Glub convention.
Pursuits are very efficient, but like living and having fun is not.
They're on the opposite side
Yeah.
of the spectrum of chaotic, because chaotic people, they go on a whim, like where they're impulsive, like, hey, I want to do this right now, oh, I've decided I want to draw this right now. Pursuits are like, no, they've got their whole thing planned out. And of course this isn't always, but like the more traits like this a character has, the more pursuit I would label them, because this can be measured. There's amounts of every type of class that can be measured. Pursuits are very grudgy. I should mention I'm not like a formal psychologist. I'm not like some like official like high standing psychologist, but when I eventually pursue that, this will be formally studied. This is just, my like character theory for right now. So
If
I
you
think
live
this,
past 28.
if I outlive my curse, I'll go to school for it. But so take this with a grain of salt, but it's pretty damn good.
Jong-un is the master of goon.
Dear editing Rennie, pull up the class wheel graphic right now.
Wow, what a pursuit. They're talking to your future self.
That's right.
Wow.
You already know. So as you can see on the class wheel, Pursuit is all the way opposite of Chaos. As you see, if you go a little bit down, well, on the very bottom you see there's Glory. If you go right in the middle of that, you'll see that I put a little line of text in orange, which is obviously if you mix red and yellow, you get orange. And it says, I'm going to make it. Everyone will know who I am. And that's kind of what like Adam and I were talking about earlier when we were like, people whose motive is basically to be the center of attention. That is someone that I would consider being Pursuit Glory.
But I would say you're leaning more Glory.
I would say at that point, it depends on what it is, but...
If your goal's all about you, you're leaning more Glory.
Yes, I think that humans as a species naturally tend to slant Pursuit Glory. I mean, if you think about, like, back, like, during our, like, initial stages of evolution, like, what made humans proliferate? What made us so successful? We were driven, we're ambitious, we're selfish, like, oh, I gotta take down that tribe over there so I can have his land. Oh, I want to conquer his land so I can have this area to myself.
Yeah,
you look at where our roots are as humans, it was, like, conquer, I gotta explore, I have to create, have to conquer, I have to fight, and yeah, like that's...
make this mine.
I have to make this mine. I'm gonna go take over his tribe. I'm gonna go kill that big animal over there and
Never
bring
be
it back.
satisfied. I guess that's just like
Yeah,
human nature.
they reach the shoreline of one territory. What's across the sea? I want to make that mine too. I need to see what's over there. I need to explore,
that
conquer.
Definitely aligns more with like Pursuit Glories.
But I think it's very common to lean Pursuit Glory. I would say when this is widely studied, I feel like most of the population will fall into this range. And most like fictional characters, which is what the LU is about, fall in this range as well. Also, of course, like then you can have like Pursuit Hearts. So like as you see in between the Heart class, which is on the very top, you see that line of text in purple. That's like, I'll protect the team. Like I'll make sure we succeed.
And
so
hopefully your parents are Heart class or Pursuit Heart class.
I know. I feel like that's kind of optimal.
If you do not have one parent that's at least Heart class or Pursuit Heart class, you're in for a rough childhood, as we know.
No, like it's actually optimal, I think, to have like a Pursuit or Heart class parent, or a parent that's like sharing,
Or a coach,
dominance, or a coach. You want someone that's team oriented but also goal oriented. So you have this general feeling of progress when you're with that person. Like we're moving forward towards a goal, but all of us are together. We're all a part of it. I care about each and every one of you. We're all gonna be going together as a family or as a team. That's a heart pursuit, or like someone with heart traits and pursuit traits sharing at the top.
Yeah, my goal is to send my kid to college. Is definitely a heart pursuit goal.
Oh yeah, like you mentioned that's more of a heart pursuit goal. So obviously, like
there's a spectrum to it all.
There's a spectrum to it all. Like, personalities are so complicated, and even when you're writing characters as well, there's going to be like. That's why we have a whole measuring system.
It's cool.
Like I'll put my specs on the screen. We actually measure it in ease. So like the more ease it's showing. So as you can see across the way, like in the middle of this, we have in between red and purple. Like, why do I need to do this? Like, I need to focus. And that would be someone who has strong traits of both chaos and pursuit. And there, as you can see, because those are on opposite sides, you get some conflict, because pursuit says, like, I need to pursue this goal. Whereas chaos says, like, I want to be free to do whatever I want to do in this moment, Yeah, like anywhere in the middle of that wheel or diamond, it's more of a freaking diamond. Anywhere in the middle, you're going to see some conflict because...
You can probably share a lot of experience having 3 E's in chaos and 6 in pursuit.
That's right. Like, I will pursue things chaotically. Oh, it's terrible. For example, like... sometimes I'll lock in on something stupid. So I'll be like, my goal is to draw a bunch of poopy potty mouth guys for the next 3 hours. Like, I don't know why, but I need to make like this elaborate like character design for this character who poops his pants because it's funny. And then I need to print him out as a sticker and hang it up on the wall. And I'm staying up all night doing that. So my pursuit traits kick in and tell me like, hey, like, lock in and do this, pursue this goal right now, you need to finish it and like grind and get it done. And my chaos traits are like, poop is super funny. Okay, like, this is hilarious, like, this is like so stinky, this feels so good right now, I'm having fun. See, and pursuits and chaos, I'm not gonna say they tend not to get along, but there tends to be opportunities for conflict when you have a character that's chaos and a character that's pursuit, because again, you have the pursuit character like, we need to make it to the town of Claploria, we need to go there right now. And the chaos is like, oh, my bee garden. No, bee garden. Stop it right now.
What about my beetle farm?
What about my beetle farm? And so like then, as you can see, there's a big conflict there. And I know because I live with a pursuit and I live with Adam, who's a chaos, and I see these conflicts arise all the time. Where like Cobalt, the pursuit, is like trying to lock in and do something, or he's literally trying to grow this rare hybrid tomato plant, and then there goes Adam planting random sunflower bird seeds in there the whole thing, and it just starts filling up with random bullshit plants.
I was trying to make a mutant sunflower.
He was trying to make he just decided impulsively that he wants to make a mutant sunflower.
So I planted 10 of them all in one hole.
Just to see what would grow.
And unfortunately it didn't make a mutant.
It did not make a mutant.
It's really disappointing.
Disappointing that there was no mutant. But Cobalt was disappointed, like, what about my plant? What about my plant? Like, no, this is not okay, and they're gonna siphon the nutrients from my plant, and my goal is to grow this amazing rare plant.
I let my intrusive thought win again.
Yes, see, for him it was like this fun impulse, and for Cobalt it was like, I'm trying to do something here, experiment with my plant. So there you have a very real world example of a conflict between a chaos class and a pursuit class.
That makes me sad now that I didn't grow a mutant. We had like an hour-long convo yesterday about
the mutant.
Why?
Oh, we did.
Yeah, because Cobalt had to explain to me why I couldn't grow a mutant.
Well, I'm just like really happy that Cobalt hasn't ripped all of them up. I'll be totally real.
You're the only one protecting though.
I am, because I also have 3's in chaos, but my staticometer is getting high. That we're getting off topic, so we have to keep moving on the video. And this, my next note says that we need to list some pursuit characters as examples. I have 2 examples written down already. I've got Zuko from Avatar: The Last Airbender. He's a major pursuit. He has a very clear, defined goal from right away from the beginning. He wants to restore his honor. Spoilers for the show that's like almost as old as me, but
but then he's also a little bit glory because he just wants the family to accept him.
Yep, and he wants to he wants to be the one because his sister is he lives in his sister's shadow.
Takes the Avatar down too.
Takes the Avatar down, restore his honor.
Yeah, restoring your honor is a very big, restoring your reputation because you took down takes a very glory/pursuit.
It is. I would say that he has pursuit in the front though, because he is willing to do anything to achieve that goal. He is putting his life at risk. He's grinding, he's literally traveling the world trying to find the Avatar and take him down and restore his honor.
Very persistent, which is a very big characteristic of pursuits.
That's very true. Pursuits are very persistent. I would also say another big feature of his character is he even after his character arc where he goes through and he decides he doesn't want to take down the Avatar, then he decides he's going after his father. He wants to help the Avatar take down his father. So even when a pursuit changes direction, or not always, I guess sometimes they can change what class is in front, but for him he stayed a pursuit. His goal is to what would you say his goal? It's been so long since I watched the show, but he wants to take down his father when he joins Team Avatar, take down his father and end corruption in the Fire Nation.
Yeah, that's basically his goal.
I bet this video is getting no views, so I'm not going to get corrected in the comments because I watched the show so long ago, but that's a major goal for him. Another show with the character details I'm probably going to get really wrong. I've got, and hopefully not this pronunciation, Kurapika.
Oh, that one person from Hunter x Hunter.
Yes, the chains user, Kurapika. I'm definitely butchering that. Kurapika from Hunter x Hunter is the chain user.
He has blonde hair.
Yes, he has blonde hair and he uses these Nen chains. But anyway, his primary goal is that his family was killed.
Revenge, right?
Yes, his goal is revenge, which that's a pretty common pursuit character motive. So his family was taken down by his whole bloodline was destroyed by the Phantom Troop gang. So he wants to get back at them.
Yeah.
He wants to get back at them and seek revenge for his family.
He's morally gray. He's
Oh, he
He
is.
could be a villain, or he could be like.
He is, because he's willing to kill for his goal. He doesn't. If someone gets in the way, they are dead to him, and because his goal is
even
number
if they're
one.
A good person, they have to die. So he is pretty
Yep.
morally gray.
Yep. So because I would say he has lower heart class, because pursuit is so. Basically, like when we talk about like in order of dominance, like which classes would go in order in someone's personality, we're basically talking about which motivations take priority for that person. So like maybe first place, Kurapika wants to like go avenge his bloodline that was killed. That's pursuit motive, so that's at the top, number one goal. Then you could say he also kind of cares about his friends a little bit, so heart class is in there, but it's lower. More important to him is getting revenge. And then so I would say heart is probably second place. He does seem to care a lot about Gon. He cares a fair amount about his friends too.
He doesn't care much about himself. He's not very glory.
I would say he's not really too glory. You don't see him flexing everywhere, so I would say glory. Glory's probably third. I guess he does put some effort into his appearance. He's pretty fancy looking. I'm not trying to imply, by the way, that you can't be unsure of yourself ever if you're a pursuit, because pursuits are unsure too sometimes. I'm not saying like if you're ever unsure, you're not a pursuit. But just as a rule of thumb, generally pursuits have, if they lose their sense of direction, they will find it again pretty quickly.
Or find a new one really quick.
They'll find a new one very quickly, like how I mentioned with Zuko. His goal of changed from counting down the Avatar to fighting against corruption in the Fire Nation.
And then they'll pursue that for a long time.
And then they'll pursue that, yeah.
And it usually is for a longer period of time.
It is. Usually they kind of have these long arcs. Pursuits, or have these long, like, story arcs,
And usually at the end of it, there is a purpose, a clear goal.
Yes.
Purpose.
I would also say that, like, people can also change classes over the course of their life. So maybe, like, a business woman wants to, like, make her bread bakery, and, like, her whole life just the bakery, like, I'm starting a bakery. And then when she gets to be 70 years old, hey, now I want to settle down and retire and spend time with my family. So that's when I would say, heart motive surpasses the pursuit motive, and she becomes a heart class, not about the business anymore, time to settle down. So I think as people go through life, your class can also change depending on like what your main motive is, and I think that's also like a big thing. Some characters change classes as well. But Adam, what would you say are some characters that you think of that are like very pursuits?
Soundwave from Transformers really is a pursuit.
Oh, really?
He does aura farm all the time, but he is a pursuit.
Interesting. I don't know much about Soundwave. You have
remember from Transformers Prime?
I guess I remember like Ratchet and RC.
He's just silent, and he's just his
Oh.
goal is to better the Decepticons.
Oh, he's a bad guy.
He's a bad guy.
I kind of see. We need to watch the show again. It is not fresh in my memory right now, but you would count him as a pursuit.
He's a pursuit.
I would say Starscream is a pursuit glory,
Starscream is.
and he's like a balanced type as well.
Glory.
He's leaning glory because he's all about himself, but he definitely has a very clear goal of usurping Megatron and taking over the Decepticons.
Optimus Prime is a heart class pursuit.
It's
Ratchet
true.
is like the most pursuit.
He's literally a grumpy pursuit.
He's
Ratchet's
the one that
literally a
reminds me
grumpy
the most
pursuit.
as a pursuit from that show.
He reminds me of Cobalt.
We'll pull up a clip from Ratchet.
Well, I don't want to get copyrighted, but I'll definitely put a picture.
And he just basically is just the most pursuit. Guys, we need to be doing this. Okay, we have to go be harvesting Energon. Alright, I need to go fix this guy's arm and then fix his gun blaster. I don't know. But he's literally the most pursued person ever, probably.
I think Pearl from Steven Universe is also a pursuit.
She's glory, too.
Well, she's also glory because she's like, I'm so elegant.
Rose, look at me. Why does she have to choose you, Greg?
We'll see, but that's the thing. She's pursuing Rose. Like, her whole life is just revolving around, that's her purpose, I guess, spoiler alert, because she is... Steven Universe spoilers, but she's pink.
We're spoiling a lot of shows.
Well, I'll put a spoiler warning, and these shows are also ancient, so... But
These
I'll
are
still...
ancient shows, so.
But I'll still put a spoiler warning, but, like, because Pearl is Pink Diamond's Pearl, like, that's her job is to serve her, but then she also falls in love with Pink Diamond / Rose. So, she, I'd say that's a major point for her character. She's a pursuit glory.
It's so funny.
Just pursuing Rose's
then she
attention.
falls in love with like a balding middle-aged guy.
I would be like tilted too if I had like this absolute baddie and then suddenly she just leaves me for the crusty old like creepy dude who lives in a van. Like I'd be a little tilted.
Eating French fries out the garbage.
He's like eating shit out of the garbage and he's like a loser. And meanwhile like I'm like a space warrior like out like some being rock projection being who can fight and was like fought alongside you in a war for like thousands of years. No, I want crusty garbage bin man. Like I can see why she's a little pressed, but then you know she has a pursuit.
I can see it too.
She kind of feels like she's lost her sense of direction since Rose is gone, but you know now it's about Steven. Anyway,
food.
that is our.
Oh yeah. Is this closing?
Yes, I'm trying to now. My pursuit motive is telling me it's getting too long, so.
It is. We were trying to make it 5 minutes. So.
This has gone 30 minutes, but I'm cutting.
30 minutes.
35 minutes actually, but we're going to be cutting a lot of it out. We're cutting a lot of it out.
Oh man, dude, Maggie, yikes.
Anyway, yeah. So that's our I guess pursuit summary video. There'll be other episodes, and that's it. Wrapping it up now.
How are you gonna cut it down? How are you gonna cut that much down?
I don't know, but you know I have an extreme pursuit drive to edit this video right now. So.
Are you editing it right now?
Probably.
I'm going night-night, so.
Valid. I'm probably gonna eat first. Alright, farewell, that's it, Smite's out.